So Bassel, in Middle East, Europe, and Africa. So, what are the major issues out there? I hear there are some explosives found in a refinery town. Do you see this as a major issue for businesses?
Thank you, Bhargav. So in the EMEA region today, we had one assessed event and 22 other developments. And the major development was in Iraq. The Ministry of Interior yesterday announced that security forces seized some explosive devices near a thermal plant in Baiji. So this is the explosive devices were located near the Baiji thermal power station. So these devices were remnants of ISIS terrorists when the Islamic State had control over the Saladin government in 2017. This is major for businesses as these remnants could go off at any time in any place, as the security forces are still searching for remaining remnants from the ISIS groups in the area. So businesses should be aware about their travel routes, especially around the Saladin governorate and Al-Anbar governorate. Another interesting development in Iraq was that an official working at the Iranian embassy in Baghdad survived an assassination attempt yesterday. So these suspected gunmen usually are anti-Iranian, have an anti-Iran rhetoric. That's why they're targeting those officials around Baghdad. And usually these assassination attempts go off with explosive that damage everything around the assassination attempt. So also businesses should be aware about this evolving situation. Over to you, Sitati, to cover on the major developments in Africa.
Well, thank you, Bassel, for that. In Africa today, we covered 6 developments and assessed 1 event. And in the Ivory Coast, the Prime Minister, Patrick Achi, the cabinet resigned yesterday, and President Alassane Ouattara is expected to appoint a new Prime Minister next week. A leaner cabinet of about 30 members is expected to also be appointed next week after a new Prime Minister takes office. I have to note that the current cabinet comprises of 41 ministers. And so businesses operating in Ivory Coast need to continue monitoring or increase their monitoring of the ongoing political developments in the country. And they need to in particularly watch out for a possible change in government policy and also possibility of political instability, considering the country's fragile political history, especially over the last 20 years. So that's all from Africa. Back to you, Bassel, to cover France. Europe. Thank you.
Thank you, Sitati. So in Europe, we had 9 developments today. Unfortunately, today it's not in France, it's in the UK. So these climate activists from the Extinction Rebellion Group and the Just Stop Oil continue their protests across London. So at least 100 activists yesterday marched in London from the Constitution Hall to the Queen's official Buckingham Palace. They protested against the continued use of fossil fuel, and then in an interesting development, they broke into Lloyd's, which is a top insurance company in the country, headquarters, and forced it to temporarily shut down for 1 day. They also broke into the Royal Dutch Shell headquarters yesterday. So this is it from the EMEA region today.
Thank you, Bassel and Sitati, for the coverage. It's a wrap from us for the day. You can reach out to us to know more about our bespoke membership services. Thank you.